Good morning, ESL 78 students. This is the week of March 30th, so I'll do a very short video for you today and then another one on Wednesday. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is your Chapter 8. We'll be doing half of it this week and then the other half probably from Wednesday to Sunday. So the first half of it has a little bit of grammar, and that's called gerund and infinitive. So a gerund kind of looks like a verb. So if you start with a verb, for example, I am reading. Okay, that's a verb. But what if you want to actually say that your activity is reading? So you can say reading is educational. So here you have what we call a gerund. It looks like a verb. I know it looks like a present participle verb, but it's actually a thing. So it's answering the question. If you said, what is educational? Here it would be reading. That's your subject. Now, sometimes you'll use something that's called an infinitive, and that's also in your chapter that you're going to be studying today. So if I say, I like to read. Okay, here you have like, and after is what we call an infinitive. So you can also say, I enjoy. Reading. So here you're saying this in a gerund form. It's answering the question, what do you like to do? Well, what do you enjoy? I enjoy reading. So in your vocabulary, your little practice here, you're going to have some grammar with the gerund and some grammar with the infinitive. Now, sometimes we have some rules to help us. Are we going to use a gerund? Are we going to use an infinitive? When you see the subject position here, it's a gerund. So most of the time you'll find the gerund there, the form. The other rule that's kind of hard to remember is that after certain verbs, you'll be using either a gerund or an infinitive. So after enjoy, okay, we'll be using a gerund. But if you said something like, I want to read the newspaper, now you have another verb. It's not enjoy, it's want. So after this one, you'll be putting an infinitive. So that's the first part of the grammar that you're going to be learning. And in the little yellow part where they always give you the grammar here, that's on page 95. And we also had a little bit of vocabulary on page 96. So I'll go over the words and you'll be reading this. It's not part of any assignment that you have to do. Remember, there's no written assignment for Wednesday. But we're going to talk about trek, T-R-E-K. And trek is when you're walking or you're hiking, but it's kind of a difficult thing to do. Count, they had counted. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Created, you're going to make something. Protected, survived. Flew. Now, flew is an irregular verb. You know that we have those in English sometimes. So the present tense is fly. And the irregular past tense is flew. That's where that comes from, an irregular past tense. Uploaded, certainly you know what that is when you put something online. And then the last one is helped. We're also going to be answering a question about how long you do something. So when you want to know how long, you're asking about the past, when it started, but really something that's continuing now. So that's called a present perfect. And I need to explain that to you, so I'll erase a little bit of this. How long have you lived in Las Vegas? How long have you studied English? So you're asking about the past plus right now too. So the present perfect, very quickly, just to give you an example of how you make it, it's have and has, those are the helping words, and then you'll need the past participle of your main verb. It's very nice if the word is irregular, because you'll have to remember that, but you'll have to review that. But if you talk about something like, I ate breakfast, hey, you can ask if something about today. So you could say, have you eaten breakfast today? And the person may say, yes, I have. Now, if you ask when, I want an exact time now, then you'll be using the simple past. So I ate breakfast at 6 o'clock. But when we use the present perfect, that means something is still open to us. So today is still open to us. And you'll be learning a little bit about that too in the grammar. And we'll talk about it later. So you do have your homework, assigning that worksheet. It's 8A. So it's just a little explanation of the grammar that we're doing, the gerund and infinitive. And then of course you have your practice where you can fill in the answers, and you also have the answers that I sent you. So Wednesday we'll be doing another very short video with the other part of the grammar that's in chapter 8. For now, bye-bye.